City staff have been under the microscope for more than a year. The politics of the core review is now over, though the work continues. The end result of the review is getting mixed reaction around council chambers.
City Hall and its operations have been under the watchful eye of council and the tax-paying public for more than a year now. But the politicians have formally stepped away by disbanding the core review committee. The process is being viewed with mixed reactions around chambers.
Clearly, some politics around the table, people that loved or didn't love the work of the core review. For me personally, an absolutely necessary exercise, and you heard our city manager say, this is work that should be considered in an ongoing basis, and that's one of the recommendations of council that council unanimously endorsed, which is continuous improvements.
Councillor Brian Skaken was not a fan of the core review process and said as much when the committee was concluded. He sees it as a chance to jack user fees.
One of the big opportunities through the core review was increasing fees, and we've done that traditionally through council over the years, different times increased fees. So, that was kind of tucked into the core review. It took a long time to do it. I think it was probably a year and a half. Staff did a lot of work, and we ended up paying the consultants, I think it was a little bit over $300,000 to do this.
He says it wasn't all bad. The process gave the taxpayers of this city a clear picture of exactly how much money and energy goes into running a city. But that's not all.
Out of any time in my 12 years on council, we probably got the best community feedback ever on, any process. So I think that was a benefit as well, and I thank the people for definitely, contacting individual councillors and the mayor and that, and as we went through this process. So, that was a good part of it.
Whether a result of fee increases or better efficiencies, the city's coffers stand to gain plenty over the next few years.
What we received at the end of July, after the decisions were made by council, was that we would achieve about a $57 million impact across our operating and capital over the next 3 years because of the decisions of the core review. That number is eroding a little bit as some councillors are choosing to change their mind on a few issues.
While council's involvement is over, the work is far from done for staff. Several studies, such as that of an assessment of the Four Seasons pool and its fleet services, as well as changes to a number of bylaws, have yet to be done. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.